Hello, my name's Keith and I'm known as a Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about amethyst. It's something you see me talking a lot about, and it's something you see me making a lot of, especially on my website floridastoneman.com. But it really seems like people don't know what amethyst truly does. It's actually one of the most powerful crystals in its own way that people really don't know. I'm going to start this video off to pique the interest. Amethyst is a sacral chakra, and solar plexus chakra stone. Correction, it's a sacral chakra stone too, but it's more of a solar plexus chakra stone, and I'm going to tell you why. It's a money gemstone too, because you have to think about it like this. What is citrine? Good answer. Interactive part of the video. But citrine's a money gemstone. It's for wealth and abundance. It's for manifestation and all these good things. But what was amethyst? What was I just give the answer away. What was citrine before it was citrine? It was amethyst. So Mother Nature crystals has a transformation process in the ground. I only use real crystals, and I only teach about real crystals, not man-made crystals. And yes, I'm on the beach, so there might be people walking by and stuff like that. But amethyst becomes citrine in the ground once it's heated by Mother Nature. Man will sometimes heat amethyst, which that still works, although I prefer natural crystals, which you can get on my website, floridastoneman.com. But the thing you have to understand about amethyst is, amethyst is a wonderful crystal for many different things, and you can think of it as a solar plexus chakra gemstone as well. So, because you'll see in certain books, it says, I don't teach about any of the physical health benefits of crystals at all, especially on YouTube, but it'll say like gut health, the flora in your gut, etc. And so does citrine. So you have to think about it like this. There's a crystal called ametrine. It's amethyst and citrine in the same gemstone. I've heard people say you can't wear, people will just say anything just to say anything. So people be like, I heard, this is the biggest rumor online right now, I heard you can't wear amethyst and carnelian next to each other. I'm like, do you even know what amethyst is? Do you know how amethyst can develop as a crystal spiritually? It's one of the best crystals. It's actually, there's amethyst that you can use as a root chakra crystal as well, which, yes, as a root chakra, this is actually, this is really cool because you can use citrine as a root chakra crystal, and you can use amethyst as a root chakra crystal as well. It's really, because you can't use every crown crystal as a root chakra crystal, so you can use amethyst as an anklet. Dark amethyst, specifically dark. The light stuff, sure, because you can use quartz as an anklet. How cool is amethyst? Because now you're thinking about it not as it's a crown chakra gemstone, but we're talking about it on other chakras now. Like what is this? What is this? It's pretty cool. Amethyst is full of secrets. So I'm wearing a whole bunch of amethyst right now. Amethyst is one of the coolest gemstones ever because it's so versatile. It's so changing. It's so ever dynamic. It's so just full of life. I get happy talking about amethyst and even thinking about amethyst. But amethyst is so cool. Amethyst is wonderful. It has so many different benefits. It's very good for the mind, but you have to think about why certain crystals are good for the mind. So a crystal like citrine is good for the mind because it's good for happiness. You know why it's good for the mind? People don't really know we have multiple chakras that do multiple things. So we have different minds in different chakras. They actually call the solar plexus chakra the body's second mind. They call the calves the body's second heart. So the body functions very interestingly spiritually. The body is very advanced spiritually. So when you use different crystals on different chakras and you really understand that sometimes you can use other crystals on other chakras to accomplish certain things. So I might even put an amethyst belt on the website. An amethyst what? An amethyst belt. Yes, an amethyst belt, because it's very good as a sacral chakra. Yes, it is a sacral. I said solar plexus, but it's good as a sacral too. Those are neighboring chakras. So it aligns things a lot more different than you actually think. It gives you a level of peace you can't, because you have to think about it like this. You have to really think about it like this. If amethyst is a crystal for the mind to help you calm down, you have to think about your other mind, your solar plexus chakra. You have to think about what it's doing. You have to think about what it's not doing, which amethyst actually does pretty much everything. It just does it a little bit differently. So what does amethyst do? I'm going to talk about its money aspects right now. It's very good for wealth and abundance because it helps. What color is this? It's purple. What color? What did purple mean back then? Think about it. Just put 2 and 2 together to make 4, and it lasts forever. Knowledge you'll actually keep with you. Amethyst is a purple gemstone. Purple is associated with royalty and good feelings and just peace of the mind. It's good. Amethyst is just very good for overall a wealth of good thoughts, a wealth of new things coming your way. Because sometimes the reason you guys can't receive abundance is because you're not balanced. Like, you have these energies of abundance and these really just good energies around you, but you're not in a place to receive it. So once Amethyst helps with patience and mental clarity and just being more sincere. It helps you really think about things. It helps with decision making. It helps with anything governing your thought patterns. So sometimes you might have all this wealth and abundance in your life. You can take the world's best billionaire, right? Or I don't know who it is. You can take a billionaire. They have all these energies of wealth and abundance around them, but if that billionaire makes a really bad decision or bad decisions, then the billions start trickling down or going to other people, or their companies start falling apart, etc. So that billionaire is actually falling apart because they're not in a place to receive abundance. That's actually happened before multiple times, and it does happen multiple times in the future. So the history of mankind repeats itself. But that's why when the crystals such as ametrine or citrine or amethyst is very good for just peace, for abundance, because when you think clear, everything else is clear. Your finances are clear, your love life is clear. So this is a very powerful gemstone on multiple levels. This video, I'm teaching amethyst as more of a broad perspective versus narrow perspective. Narrow perspective, it's good for the mind, it's good for peace, it's good for mental clarity. But on a broad perspective, you have to understand, why would you wear amethyst as a necklace, which I do have on my website, but I'm going to teach about why amethyst is good as a necklace, as a choker, because it's good on multiple chakras, because it trickles out throughout the entire body. So when you wear amethyst as a necklace, it's working on your heart chakra. It can be used as a love stone. Why can amethyst be a love crystal? And you see it online. It looks like fluff. The people were probably fluffing when they put it online. Fluffing. I'm going to use that word again. When people put the information online, they say everything's a good love crystal, but amethyst is a broad spectrum crystal and a narrow spectrum crystal. So it attracts love into your life because you have to think about love. Why do most people's relationships end? Because they were impatient, because they're angry with each other, because they don't get along, because these two people didn't have the aspects of patience, clarity, clear thinking. Maybe that was just a bad decision. Maybe it was a good decision. Maybe it was a bad decision for the two people to get together, etc. And that's just, imagine if you had more clarity in that situation. Just more, mental thought alignment when it comes to very important decisions. Hey, should I use 3 weeks to visit this person in this country, or am I doing it because I'm impulsive? So amethyst helps with controlling impulses. It helps you be more in a place of just more abundance of peace. So it's easiest to think about it like that. An abundance of peace, an abundance of clear thinking, an abundance of, and you better believe amethyst has manifestation energies upon the crown chakra. So when you have amethyst, you have to think about it like this. Citrine manifests from the sacral chakra, but before citrine was citrine, it was amethyst, then it became citrine. So that's why they have ametrine, just reminding you guys. So it helps you manifest on the crown chakra level. You can manifest from your third eye. You can manifest from your crown. You manifest with your thoughts. Thoughts are literally electricity. So we're literally powering our manifestations just by thinking about them. So one thing amethyst helps you guys do is it helps filter out your manifestations as well. So it helps make your manifestations a lot more clean, a lot more just, that's because some of you manifest the wrong thing. Some of you are just all over the place. Some of you are just not mentally right, which that's why you use crystals, because it helps you get you mentally right. What if you're not mentally right and You think you're mentally right, but then you keep making really bad decisions. Things don't go in your favor. So this is a very, very intricate way of thinking about amethyst and talking about amethyst. It's like you would use it on your heart so you have better decision making in love, so that your heart chakra is aligned to the point where you're not feeling needy, but you manifest through self-love. So it helps nurture yourself so you're not in a position of lack. You're in a position of lack, your relationships are going to be messed up. Your thoughts will be messed up. It messes up everything when you're not thinking clearly when it comes to your because you hear people say, oh, that person thought with their heart. Well, your heart has a different energy center about it to the point where it actually thinks like a mind as well. The body's composed of multiple minds. The body works together very well. Now, amethyst on, let's try the crown chakra. It's a crown chakra crystal too, but it helps connect you to your higher self. It makes the bridge there. Because you have to keep in mind, you and your higher self, which I might teach about in the future, because it's like a string, it's like a cord. It goes to the higher dimensions. So let me talk about amethyst as a root chakra crystal, because you ever pay attention to some of the amethysts, such as Uruguayan amethyst. And I've never talked about amethyst as a root chakra crystal, but the really dark ones can be used as a root chakra crystal. If you're feeling ungrounded when using amethyst as a root chakra crystal, don't use it. But if you feel like you're extremely grounded, it will help open different pathways for you to feel just very... And you have to keep in mind, the energies of the crown circulate to the root, and the root to the crown. So that's the only crystal that's a higher chakra crystal that I suggest as a root chakra crystal. So you can definitely use amethyst as a root chakra crystal, although I'm still studying it because it's still new to me. So the root chakra has to do with fight or flight. So if you're someone who feels like fighting all the time, or you feel like running away from all your problems, use amethyst, because it'll help you think about what you're doing before you actually do it, and it will help you feel very good. Now, how can you use amethyst to manifest? It'll help you really uncover aspects of your mind that you haven't yet tapped into, kind of like the Matrix or the movie Lucy. But it really just helps you incorporate a different, because sometimes, imagine, okay, to get more sophisticated, imagine a thought that you have, a thought that you would like to have, but you can't think it. What? That's what these crown chakra crystals do. It's because on this plane of existence of Earth, there's so much out there that we just don't know is out there. Think about it like this. You have all these different things going on, but if you knew everything, then you'd be able to help yourself better, right? Well, that's how amethyst works. It helps manifest yourself out of situations because it gives you an extra brain muscle. An extra, just because you have to think about it like this, especially amethyst as a root chakra gemstone, things can happen very quickly sometimes. Like, for example, someone yells at you. Do you yell back, or do you stay nice and cool? Now, if it was in the heat in the moment and you yelled back, now the person, you know that you have a problem with that person, now the police are called, etc. So what if you just had amethyst and you wore amethyst as, maybe I'll put amethyst as an anklet on the website. My anklets are very different. I'll show you mine in the future, but I'm not going to throw my leg behind my head in my car, because I'm not, what's the word? Not ambidextrous. I am ambidextrous, but it's not coming to me. Aquaporn. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So, and plus, yeah. But amethyst is very good on multiple levels for different chakras. It really helps, just because people are like, well, you can't. I'm gonna dismiss because people are like, well, I can't mix amethyst. Amethyst helps speed me up, and carnelian, amethyst helps calm you down, and carnelian helps speed you up, so you can't mix those two crystals together. I've seen that video. It's fluff. It's misinformation. And usually when people teach misinformation, their karma comes. But the beautiful thing is, if you use amethyst and carnelian, you'll have the energy for what you need, but you won't have too much energy to the point where you're just destroying things around you. Which, that's an actual thing. Let's just say you're excited about the job, and you're at a job, or you're doing, let's just say you're painting, because carnelian's creativity, amethyst is the crown chakra. So let's just say you're excited, you're painting stuff, but you're doing it too fast, and you have too much energy in what you're doing, in what you're wanting to do, and you messed up the painting. And now, versus if you had amethyst and carnelian, it's like, okay, because some people could be flat out fiery and they don't need carnelian when they think they need carnelian, which, if you're feeling, it just depends. It really depends. So if that person's using amethyst and carnelian, they'll have the energy and excitement to make the painting and get the painting done, but they won't be too eager to the point where they mess the painting up. That's mainly what I'm going to teach about amethyst, is to get your mind thinking about, whoa, one crystal can be very versatile in a broad spectrum in the factor that it affects other chakras. Now, I taught about amethyst as a necklace, amethyst as a crown is something I have on the website, amethyst as anklets, amethyst as a belt. Really cool things you can do with amethyst. If you would like your amethyst, I literally have like pages and pages of pictures that I've taken of amethyst, of rings, of just so many different options of amethyst are on my website now. It's one of the most powerful crystals you can ever have. I have the best amethyst you can ever get your hands on. Check out floridastoneman.com. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.